I started playing piano when I was just 3 years old. Sure, I couldn't read books yet, but what I could read were those little notes in between some lines that created magic. When my sister started to play, my house sounded like a war zone. With the piano, guitar, ukulele, xylophone, and even drums in my house, well, it's never been quiet since. As I got older, my family was lucky enough to attend some classical music concerts. From church performances to concerts in the park, even family picnics while listening to the New World Symphony, my life has always been centered around one thing: music. Now, while my piano skills need to be freshened, and I've lost a couple instruments along the way, my relationship with classical music will forever be a part of me. And I'm willing to bet it's a part of you too. On a sheet of music, a few notes scattered between the lines of a staff can convey more than just instructions about what and when to play. Between those lines lie a musical code that can express and captivate emotion. Now, don't believe me? I'll show you. Let's start with the world of advertising. Here, pieces of classical music are carefully curated to show humor or instill a sense of luxury, with the end goal being to persuade you to buy. Take a car company's commercial featuring Vivaldi's La Folia as an example. Here, the car's power is highlighted through sharp jabs of the violins. Another company also tried to mix in a little humor and luxury in their Super Bowl day commercial, complete with yachts, caviar, and even a Louis Vuitton basketball, touting luxury for all. But the classics can do more than just persuade us to buy. From military campaigns to hymns and national anthems, classical music can be used to unite or commemorate those serving our country. It evokes patriotism and can move people to act. The Star-Spangled Banner helps us unite over the common ideals we share. America the Beautiful creates vivid imagery of American skies, valleys, mountains, and oceans. Even without these lyrics, these songs create nostalgia and touch on experiences we all share. Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture tells a pretty clear musical story about Russian forces that defeat Napoleon's French army. Now, these iconic examples are a part of our collective experience, but there are others that can evoke imagery that lasts a lifetime, namely in the form of movies. Classical music is used in movies to portray the sadness, anger, joy, or fear a character expresses. Now, there are honestly too many examples to choose from, but here are some you'll surely recognize. The tuba's back and forth notes in the Jaws theme song feels like sharks are ready to attack. In the movie Psycho, shrieking sounds are made by the violins, violas, and cellos. The Star Wars Imperial March is filled with darkness and a sense of order, with the trumpets blaring notes synonymous with the entrance of villains like Darth Vader. Without these soundtracks, there is no emotional response from the audience. Now, can you remember the first time you were introduced to classical music? For most of us, it was probably within our first 24 hours. Either at the hospital or at home, Brahms' famous lullaby is an early classical influence for many. These songs and lullabies shaped our values, morals, and beliefs later in life. Take Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and Hot Cross Buns as examples, both having roots in classical music. Twinkle Twinkle was originally a French folk song popularized after Mozart's famous variations on the piece. And let's not forget monumental holiday pieces like the Nutcracker. Later in our lives, it came in the form of trendy music. Now, pop music today is filled with classical music references, a notable example being the variations on Pachelbel's Canon in D. Now, while I'm sure you have all heard this song, what you might not know is you've also probably heard it on the radio. with artists like Alicia Keys, Green Day, and Maroon 5 putting their own twist on this classic. Our world has unknowingly introduced classical music to thousands of people. Still, some pieces remain timeless and untouched. I mean, there's really only one use for this song. Now let's hope that's a happy memory. Then there are more somber pieces, like requiems, that can remind you of a loss of a family member. But these songs do more than just provide us with comfort and entertainment. Research shows positive effects, including reduced stress and anxiety hormone levels, as well as increases in concentration, productivity, and memory loss. It lowers blood pressure, slows the pulse, and has positive effects on sleep quality. Now, we need to actively incorporate classical music in our daily lives. These staff lines open doors to new possibilities. But I'm hoping with this talk today to have shown you that classical music is really universal, and for anyone. You don't need an advanced degree or a complex understanding in music theory to really be moved by a piece. I certainly am not an expert, but I will enjoy and benefit from it every day of my life. Now, I challenge you to incorporate some of this music in your daily schedules. If you want to start small, maybe add an instrumental version of one of your favorite songs to a playlist. Or if you want to be more involved, attend a concert, or even pick up an instrument. In Miami, you can usually find world-class symphonies like Miami Symphony Orchestra and Orchestra Miami playing free and accessible concerts. While there are only 5 lines and 4 spaces between them, the possibilities are truly endless. Our community is filled with so many opportunities, and the chance to have classical music in your life is not one you should take for granted. Thank you.